the two, and we have the map itself loading up. Stardust and Frozz are ready, and we are now in the game itself. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to bring to you the first semifinals of today between God damn it, Stardust and Frozz, and the latter being introduced right now as the blue Terran playing for Missing in Action. Give it up for Frozz. And of course his opponent in the top left corner playing as the red Protoss going for a proxy. Give it up for MYI's Stardust. Whoo. And he looks angry. He looks angry. And look at that, he's gonna go for the proxy gateway most likely here. This is what we saw out of Ghost, and this is how Ghost lost. Will Stardust do the same mistake, or will he manage to break Frozz? And hopefully we will see Frozz scout his opponent again here, and let us see. Well, we do have gateway number 1 on the way, and I think this is gonna be a double proxy gateway, but it might not be. And no, it's gonna be the gateway cybernetics core play that we saw out of Ghost. Basically the same style Frozz has dealt once before already, and Frozz now has to get ready. He needs to get himself in the game. He needs to scout this, otherwise he will lose against this. I gotta say, it's still a very dangerous thing to go up against, even if you scout it. And we see Stardust should add the cybernetics core as soon as the gateway is finished. And behind this, Frozz is gonna open up with Reaper again, as usual. And I am not sure why Frozz is not scouting, but this is not good for Frozz. He needs to scout this. And I think he's gonna, yeah, here he goes. He goes for the scout off, and he will now see his opponent and basically what is going on around the map. And we have him again scouting this aggression from Stardust. Oh no! Oh no, Frozz! Oh no! Frozz, come on, you gotta see the cybernetics, man. Excuse me, guys. He needs to see cybernetics, but I guess he's like, okay, no problem. I'm building my bunker and my wall. You can't breach me there. And we've got the first Zealot finishing up behind this Stardust. What is he doing? Well, the Stalker will be much faster than before, and this is already good for Stardust. We have to keep in mind Ghost went for double Zealot before the first Stalker, and even the Mothership Core being built as well. So this is the correct way to play this, and this is not gonna be easy for Frozz to defend. He will have the one Marine and the second Marine out once the Mothership Core reaches him. Still, the Stalker is very dangerous. And Frozz will have to gear up for this with excellent defense. Hopefully we'll see siege tanks now being utilized. And we see the second command center. Frozz is really like, F you in the face, bro. I'm not gonna die against this. The Mothership Core is used for protection at home for Stardust. Not gonna be used for aggression just yet. The second barracks being added by Frozz, and this is gonna escalate pretty quickly if Stardust wants to go for some sort of a one base all in, because he can go definitely pull down 3 more gateways, and he's up to 4 gate, so that's a possibility. We've got the warp gate research being on the researched basically. And Frozz at home building the reactor. He has a good number of Marines for the defense right now, so that's okay. So he can defend against the initial Stalker Zealot, but as soon as there's be more Stalkers out, Frozz is gonna have some trouble, and he has to be careful. We see Frozz moving on. Gotta be a little bit peculiar there. Shouldn't be too aggressive. And a question from Ro4SC2. Why so close to the pathway? Yeah, I'm kind of considering that I'm kind of asking that myself, but I think that's the reason. The reason for that is that he just doesn't. I mean, Stardust didn't really care if he gets scouted or not, and just wants to get that gateway as close as possible to Frozz's main. And we see, I think he realized later on that it was a little bit of a mistake and hit his cybernetics far behind there. And we see Stardust is gonna go for for Forge and Robotics at home. So he's gonna go for full on macro style. And Frozz behind this has the 3 Rex running his way. He will have a good Marine count. Remember the game against Ghost, how Frozz managed to take it. Frozz built steam, Frozz built a shit ton of Marines and just basically demolished his opponent with steam Marines. And Stardust now gonna get good vision over the ledge here, and that bunker, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I was talking about earlier on. This is how the Stalkers can easily take down Frozz if he does not build a siege tank. And hopefully no siege tank just now, no siege tank being placed, and we're gonna see Stardust continuously being a pain in the ass here. Both supply depots will be taken down. And Frozz at this point has to build 2 additional at home, well, at the back of the base, and he does that. Still, those Stalkers are very dangerous. The bunker will hold still. It's a big loss for Frozz already here. Losing those supply depots is 200 minerals for nothing. And, you know, it's an annoying factor. And behind this we see Robotics Bay being played by Stardust and the second Nexus. So Stardust gonna go for some sort of a 2-base push maybe. He's adding more gateways. He is researching +1 armor. He's getting the Observer out as well. And I guess this is now the end of the aggression for Stardust. And Frozz will slowly move out here and take his expansion. I don't know though. It's a little bit weary. And we see double Marauder production. Ooh, that is good. That's good. Frozz has double Marauder production, which means he's gonna have a lot more Marauders than he would have had. And he will be able to cancel out those Stalkers and Colossus together. So that's good. The problem here is Stardust will lose the Cybernetics core, so no more Stalkers or Sentries for him. That's gotta be, well, that's gotta be a little bit hurtful. But still, Frozz will now take his expansion easily. And we see Stardust gonna go for full-on 2-base production. We might just see a 3-base come down for him, but Frozz will be the one to be aggressive now. We've got Medivacs soon to be, as soon as the factory finishes up, and we're gonna see a starport being dropped down there. And Frozz moving across the map, a lot of Marauders in the base of this army. Stim is complete, +1 weapons is gonna be complete pretty soon here. And the problem is Stardust doesn't have Cybernetics core just yet, so Stardust right now is gonna be in trouble. Mothership core does have photon overcharge, but the Nexus can be easily taken down if Frozz wants to. And we'll see the engagement come in here. Mothership core gonna be targeted down, and Frozz will go for the Colossus, and the Colossus fall. The Stalkers fall as well. The Nexus will not be enough, and Frozz goes into the main. Stardust has lost his army, and this is gonna hurt Stardust oh so much. The cannon there though will protect Stardust for a little while longer. The second Colossus being built. Protoss is pulling probes, and this army will be stopped, but at what cost? Has this been stopped? Look at the probes still dying. The Colossus can be microed if it wants to die as well. And Stardust, oh my god, what a play from Frozz. And another small force of units gets into the natural, killing additional probes there. 10 probes in total killed, and Frozz has done a great job right now, killing the first Colossus, killing the Stalkers, basically just reverting Stardust down to 2 Sentries and 1 Colossus, even killing the Mothership core in the production there. Well, not production, but meanwhile there. And the 3rd base being pulled down by Frozz very easily, without any problem. And with Medivacs now on the way, Frozz will start dropping. We see Twilight Council being built here, and we are probably going to see Zealot Charge. That's one of the best choices Frozz can go for right now. And you know, it's hard for Stardust right now. It's not easy to play from the position he is in. He's gonna go up against 3 base Terran. Meanwhile, behind this, Frozz already has +1 armor on the way, +1 weapons complete. We've got +1 armor on. Well, actually, both players are on the same upgrade page, so it's okay. No, that's not what I want to say. Anyway, we've got double drop plate by Frozz. It has been scouted by the Observer, and Frozz, he sees it. He will probably scan, but not right now. And no, will not scan. Okay. Interestingly enough, and the drop has been scouted, so that army there by Stardust will be enough. We have to keep in mind though, Stardust is still at double gateways, so he only has the capability of warping in 2 units at a time. And here comes the drop. This drop can clean this up. The Colossus can be killed if need be. And here comes the fire. Oh my god, the Frost is coming. Oh wow, what the hell. I hope to see a bit of a bigger fight, but still. And frozz at least scouts freely around the map of Stardust. Stardust goes for a very quick Templar Archives. We're probably gonna see Archons, not Storm. There is just not enough research for Storm, or not research, not enough gas for Storm. And we see additional gateways being pulled down by Stardust there, and a scan. The scan in the middle of the base, so the observer got killed. And we see frozz already smartly goes for Vikings. But I think that's not the necessary thing here. The Colossus have been stopped, and Storm actually will be researched. Okay, so Stardust gonna revert to Storm Zealot, I think. That would be a good choice as well. Gotta be careful though. We've got a drop coming in for frozz, and it's gonna go straight into the mineral line. Those probes are gonna be heavily damaged. We've got only feedback available for now. That marine bioforce is very strong. Oh my god, the robotics facility gonna be taken down. Very nice done. Oh my god, very nicely played by frozz, taking down the robotics, taking down the forge. No upgrades, no immortals, no colossus for Stardust, and maybe even the couple of additional probes being killed. No, just the couple there. The Immortals will clean this up now. But there's a big bioforce moving into the natural. The force fields are not being utilized. One second sentry is down, and Stardust is losing the army. The Zealots are gone. The Vikings cleaning out the Colossus, and Stardust now is left behind with only 3 Immortals and 1 Archon. The Marauders are gonna be enough here. The Zealots are coming in, but no charge. And oh my god, frozz is breaking the natural. The Vikings have been landed as well. frozz is breaking it, and he is looking to take game number 1. And GG, frozz has taken the game. Oh my god, frozz! Whoa, my god! Holy crap, what a game by frozz! Oh my god! Wow! Wow! Oh my god! Wow, I have to hone my brain right now because this is so sick. Oh my god. What a game by frozz. Whew. Okay, so frozz taking game number 1 of Stardust in the semifinals. Go4SC2 Premium Cup, now leading 1-0. And the last engagement was just too hard on Stardust. That bioforce moving into the natural was just devastating. And we'll see. We'll see how frozz deals this. We'll see game 2 soon here. And we'll see how frozz plays it out. Have to get ready for the invite, guys. But by the way, 1-0 now in favor of frozz in the semifinals. And the second lobby has been created. I am joining it right now. So we're in for another great game here by frozz. And if he takes down Stardust 2-0, it's gonna be like, woohoo, mind blown, bro. And Arrow and Akirasi have a good point there. Yeah, Mothership Core vision is sick. Yep. And so greedy going for Templar Archives with 1 Colossus. Well, you know, in that case, frozz was decent. I mean, what I want to say is that frozz, Stardust wanted to get himself into a good position, into a good mid-late game position, and he didn't count on frozz being so aggressive as he was. But I do know Frozz, and Frozz is known for his aggressive move outs. He does the 5 racks before the third command center. He likes to push on his opponent. He likes to pressure him, and that was kind of the problem for Stardust. And also the big problem there was that Stardust lost the robotics, lost the forge, and lost the initial cybernetic score, which kind of constricted him of building any additional stalkers or anything. But in any case, game number 2 is loaded up, guys. We are on Echelon Wastes, and it is currently 1-0 in favor of Frozz, who is the first player to be introduced in the top left corner, playing as the blue guy. It is MIA's frozz. And of course, his opponent in the bottom right corner, playing as the red Protoss, playing for MYI, also known as My Insanity. Give it up for Stardust. So, game 2 between the Tyrants, between these two great players. And so far, Frozz is in the lead. Frozz is the one taking it. And we'll see if he wins this. He goes to the finals, where he will face off either Wick or Judgy, and we'll see how that goes. And Wick has advanced over Judgy, so we are gonna see another TVP in the finals if Frozz manages to make it out. Otherwise, it's gonna be a PvP between Stardust and Wick. But in any case, this is still only game 2, and we are far off from finishing it. And Stardust will not go for the proxy this game around. No proxies. I am very happy to see that. Proxies are never a good sign, at least not in my book. And you know, I'm kind of interested to see. Well, I'm kind of curious to see what exactly Stardust will do here. I mean, obviously Frozz will go for the Reaper opener as every game before, because this is what he does against Protoss all the time. He goes for the Reaper, one Reaper reactor. This is what he does. This is his go-to play, nothing else. And I think that's one of the best plays to go for, honestly. And Stardust is the one that will deviate from his from his normal tech path or his normal play choice. And so far, he is playing it normal. Just the Zealot coming up. We're gonna see the Mothership Core as soon as the cybernetics is done, the Warp Gate research, and all the good things that used to come out, or that usually come out. And here comes the 50 gas mine for that reactor, and Frozz is gonna go and expand on the low ground, which is a little bit scary if Stardust wants to go for the Mothership Core Zealot Stalker play. And so far, Frozz sees the Zealot and he's like, oh, what is this? And if he sees the Stalker moving across the map, then he's gonna be like, okay, I gotta get up on my nose or from my ass and get ready for a small engagement. But no party just yet started, and we see the Reaper coming in here. Nice cancel of the first Nexus by Frozz, and Nexus will be pulled down now. But the scouting info will go in Frozz's favor. He will see the gases, at least the one gas, and he's probably gonna check out on the second one. No, not gonna check it out. And he's like, okay, this is normal play. And the Zealot though moved across the map. Stardust gonna take out not a single SCV. Now this is what is called micro. And Stardust is like, oh man, I'm gonna poke this bunker till it dies. But he is also moving across the map with the Stalker Mothership Core. And the bunker has been cancelled, so this can get very dangerous very quickly for Frozz. Now this is where Frozz has died many times before. Without the bunker, he's gonna die against the Stalker because it can continuously kite it. The Mothership Core will provide high ground vision, and right now Frozz needs to get his hands on more Marines, more units. He's producing additional units at home, but will it be enough? Beautiful time warp by Stardust, and he's taking one Marine, second Marine down, and only 3 Marines remain. The Mothership Core still being utilized. The Stalker, the Zealot still standing strong, and the Mothership Core though can be hunted down now. And a couple of SUVs being pulled there as well. And Frozz will deter the attack for now. but the pylons, no pylons just yet. A couple of additional gateways though being pulled down by Stardust, and we are probably going to see a 3-gate aggression style by Stardust. Just try and kill frozz if it's possible. No bunker, still no bunker. This is what I'm very concerned. This is why I'm getting very concerned for frozz right now. Even if Stardust is deterred here, frozz needs to get a bunker down, otherwise he will die against the 5-gate coming in from Stardust. And we see the probe is in position to start building those units. And no bunker again from frozz. I want to see that bunker. What the hell is frozz thinking? He needs a bunker to defend against this. And we see the move out. Marines will have steam, not in a lifetime. The mothership core is being hunted down. The warp gate is complete. The warp gates, the gateways are opening, so this is gonna get very dangerous for frozz. And right now, Stardust is luring frozz in a trap here, and he will spring it because there's 3 stalkers going for the main of frozz, and frozz, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but it's not looking good for him. And at this point, frozz is gonna go straight for the natural of Stardust. Stardust doesn't even have. Oh my God! Wait, hold it, sir. What the hell? Stardust doesn't even have photonova charge here, and those probes are gonna get very nasty very quickly. And look at that probe kill count going up in the meter, and 9 probes killed. The scan reveals the stalkers and everything else as well here. Meanwhile, it's home. Stardust warps in a lot of stalkers, and he moves them into the Marines. It's not going to be enough though. SCV still being pulled, killing a couple of those stalkers. Nicely played by frozz so far, but will it be enough? More SCVs have to be pulled, and at home, frozz has been deterred by the photonova charge, and Stardust is still mining nicely and heavily, and we got 1 Marauder dealing damage here, and those. Oh my God, the stalkers have been nicely taken down. Will it be enough though? Those stalkers are still very dangerous, and we see Stardust warping in pylons at all bases in frozz's base, main base. Now frozz is falling back with his SCV, well, with his Marines, but there's another warping of stalkers coming in, and frozz is running low on units. Combat shields is at least complete, so those Marines will be a lot harder to kill now. And we see those SCVs have been quickly deterred down to 9 SCVs, and frozz is running low on army and economy-wide supply, and this is not looking good for frozz. He will have mules at least and a small interception unit on the right side, but will it be enough? And frozz, he has been badly damaged in economy, and he will lose all the remaining units. I don't know what is he doing. Why did he move it through there? And this is not good for frozz at this point. Those stalkers can kite this army for indefinite, and orbital command will be taken down as well. And I think this game goes to Stardust just because of the keeping. Yeah, here goes the game, and Stardust takes it now and equals the match. Well, the score 1-1. I don't know, man. It's just, you know, I don't know, man. frozz, he was just too greedy, and he was just too confident in himself. He should have gone for the bunker. If he had a bunker there, he would have held it, and he would have survived. But, you know, it's just, that's GG, I guess, from that point on. And Akarasi, I would have liked to see Stargate play as well out of Stardust. But I think he's gonna go for ground units at all times. I doubt he's ever gonna go for Stargate. It's possible in game 3 here, but I guess, I mean, frozz is opening up with a very safe anti-Stargate style build all the time, so it's not gonna be as easy for Stardust to do anything, you know. Aros, yeah, that might be a good thing there, hidden pylon to make him look for proxies, but that's a little less likely. Usually, the pylons are for scouting reapers, so they can get there. You know, it's, you know. Yeah, Karasi, you're correct. He doesn't know it was aggression. He didn't scout properly. Also, was kind of denied his entry into the main base. So a little bit of a sad moment for frozz there. But still, game 3 is loading up, and the finals are still open to anyone and everyone. Well, at least to these two guys. Game 3 will be played on Yensu though. Guys, do remember, frozz has won the game on Yensu against his opponent before, so we might see another win here by him if it comes down to it. And we will see Game 3 load up quite quickly, or at least hope to see it quite quickly. Anyway, Game 3 is now counting down, guys. This is the semi-finals of the Go4SC2 Premium Cup Monday. Today is the 30th of December. Tomorrow is 31st of December, New Year's Eve. So, yeah, it's quite fun, and I'm gonna get so damn wasted. Nah, I'm just joking. Anyway, here we go. We are in Game 3, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to bring you once again the great king from beyond, who lives in the southern Europe, in the country called Croatia. And he is also playing for his own race called the Terrans. Give it up for the blue one. Give it up for the one and only MIA's frozz. Ooh, boogie woogie. And of course his opponent in the top right corner. He smells blood. He is dripped in blood in the color red. It is none other than the Korean. Give it up for Stardust from MYI. Yeah, sick intro. Nah, I'm just, I can do this intro all day long. Nah, I don't want to do that voice anymore. My throat gets sore pretty quick if I do it, so I don't want to overcommit to it, And frozz is opening it up, of course, with Reaper. Again, the map itself, Yensu is it called, is a two-player map, is a good Reaper map, has a back base entry for the Reapers, so can be quite effective, and a good amount of expansions available to both sides, so a lot of macro plays can happen here. But we do see the gateway play for Stardust, which is the gateway itself. I gotta say, the gateway itself is in a very strange spot. Now, also the second pylon is in an even more strange spot, like even stranger than before. I'm like, what is gonna happen here? What is Stardust gonna do? And at this point, no second guess, so there's no Stargate play or any Twilight Council play for now. We just might see some sort of 3-gate, 4-gate style. All is open, of course, still. We've got frozz scouting around his third base as well, trying to see if there's any proxy coming his way, but with the Reaper on the way, he's gonna be pretty secure and able to scout his opponent and get good info out. And this is actually gonna be a Nexus follow-up for Stardust. Okay, so Stardust is playing really conservatively, blah blah blah. Yeah, like I really need to brush my tongue. And here comes the command center for frozz, and he did do it on the high ground now, so he will have a fallback position if he needs to. But the probe from Stardust is moving across the map, which does beg the question. Stardust is in a very cheesy position right now with that one lonely probe, and frozz the scout, the gateway, is probably behind the bars there, and we see Stardust showing a Nexus gateway expansion, but I don't think frozz is convinced by this. I think frozz is like, there's something else going on. What are you hiding? And we see the two additional racks being added already, more marines being produced, and frozz is gonna play it safe and cool. And we see the probe, the stalker being revealed, one probe being harassed, and here comes the Twilight. This is what I was talking about. Stardust is not playing a normal game. He is playing a blink all-in game, because there's already stalkers on the way with the mothership core. Blink will be available, and oh my god, if the Reaper gets the scout off, wow, Stardust is really trying to prevent frozz from scouting that Twilight Council, and frozz has to be careful now. He has to keep scouting, he has to keep constant visual, constant harass. So Stardust focuses all his units to try and get that. Oh, frozz got a scouted. Oh my god, frozz! Oh, did frozz see that? Yes, he saw pylons. He's like, what are you doing? Ah, and the scan! Here comes the scan, and the Twilight Council is revealed, and an immediate cancel on the Blink there, and a DT Shrine being dropped down by Stardust, and we see it is just out of range of the scan. Stardust now gonna go DT Shrine, and still frozz will respond to this with turrets. Every game he has done so, and he will do this game as well. And it might be a DT drop, considering we got a robotics facility coming down, so definitely can be Warp Prism DT drop, and definitely can be very dangerous. Still though, frozz will have turrets on the way, at least I believe he will, considering all he saw the Twilight Council. And combat shields being researched, which is okay. Those marines will have a lot more HP available. The engineering bay is available as well, so +1 weapons can be researched if need be. But frozz is gearing up for a move out here, and I don't think I like this, and I don't like this at all. He's gonna move out with a combat shields timing here, and he's gonna try and hit his opponent. But the problem is Stardust is gonna have DT Shrine complete also, with warpins of DTs coming in pretty soon here. We've got one proxy pylon already scouted. We've got the Warp Prism coming in for Stardust. The scan revealed only the Twilight Council. Remember, frozz doesn't know what he's dealing with here, and he took the both Zelnaga towers. This is very good. One DT was scouted. Oh, scan has to be thrown down. One scan and will kill the DT. Nice trade by frozz. And one DT already down. A lot more to go though. Warp Prism on the way, and we see turrets now being built on all sides. Another proxy pylon on the top left position. Still, frozz is gonna build a lot of detection, gonna spare out one command center for scans at least. And at this point, the DT drop is not gonna be as successful as it could have been. We got a very fast factory finally coming down for him as well. Gonna start medevac production, and frozz is gonna be a little bit out of position here. He needs units at home right now because he's gonna be dropped into the main by DTs, and that can be a very dangerous thing to deal with. But he is moving across the map. Stim is not complete, but there is combat shields, and this wow, this force is actually very dangerous, which can take down the Nexus. And look at the DT being chased away by SCV Marine Army. And frozz will protect against this DT very nicely, and oh, the DT will, oh my god, the DT doesn't get killed, and here comes the army of frozz. There is no scan, well, there is a scan available, so the DTs can be taken down. One scan will fall immediately here. frozz should realize by now the DT is killing his army, and one scan does go down. Another DT is taking out the units in the natural, but a good, oh my god, a good pylon kill there. The gateway is not opened, and another scan will have to be used, and it is used. DT is getting killed, and Stardust is losing production. He's losing the main as well. Stardust is gonna lose his, oh my god, Stardust loses whole production. One DT is the last thing he warps in, and there is no detection just yet for frozz, but it's gonna be available. Yes, it is now available. One scan will reveal the DT, and oh my god, frozz is like, oh, whoa, hold on, mofo, you ain't going anywhere. Stardust is losing the main, is losing the natural, and this is not looking good for the Korean Protoss player, and MYI will be defeated here. Missing in action is gonna take it, and look at frozz, he is just like, I'm gonna kill all pylons, there is no escape from my pylon crushing techniques. And +1 weapons even gonna, the mothership core gonna be taken down. Frozz is playing like a boss. Frozz is the boss. And this is just a crazy amount of damage being dealt. Stardust is gonna fall here 2-1 in the last game, in game 3, in the semifinals. And frozz will advance to the finals to go up against Verdi, and even a Manor Mule being dropped down. And Stardust is just unable to deal with this. Now Steam is complete. Frozz is like, well, bro, what are you gonna do? Probes being pulled, and Stardust will fight till death here, till the end. Does frozz have? Well, he has a big chunk of army geared up. And this is it. There is no way Stardust can come back. He has lost all production. Well, not all, but he has lost a very big amount of units, of probes as well. And here comes the big killing blow by frozz. +1 weapons, steam, medivacs, concussive shells are being researched. Third CC for frozz on the way as well. At this point, I do not see Stardust winning this game anymore. The DT shrine is gone, the robotics facility is gone, the forge is gone, Templar archives are being thrown down, but GG well played, and frozz is the victor!